Hello, hello, and welcome to the Mike Guarneri podcast. This is episode number 32. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday and doing well. So, let's continue talking about the Kabbalah. And what I'm going to go over today, I think is really cool and makes so much sense to me. So, it's basically, I hope everyone has seen the Kabbalah tree of life. I will try to put it up on my screen for those of you who are watching on YouTube. If you're listening on a podcast, sorry about that. When you get to the computer, you can just Google Kabbalah Tree of Life. So, for at the bottom, very, very bottom, before we even on the Tree of Life, in our current reality, we need to get to a barrier and cross it into the realm of the Kabbalah, into the first world that we hope to ascend to get to the light, the one. And even just getting to that barrier, there's a number of steps you have to go through. And this is according to, again, Tony Kozenak of CabU, part of B'nai Baruch. Hopefully, I didn't butcher any of those names. So, each of these phases or stages to get to the barrier to cross, you don't necessarily have to pass through them all and go to the Kabbalah. You could stay in any one and be happy there if that suits you. You shouldn't study the Kabbalah if you're happy in your current situation, and I'll explain each of those stages of situations. So, once again, you'll understand when I start going through, but the big thing is each stage is kind of a milestone in life, and some people are happy at that milestone and don't have any other questions or whatever. It's perfectly fine to stay there. That person shouldn't be studying the Kabbalah. So, the very first stage you're in and go through is the stage where your important things that you need to do, your requirements is food, shelter, and sex. Once you get that, you're in stage 1. If you're happy there, and that's all you want out of life, you could stay there. I would suspect most people do not want to stay there. And they're gonna go on to the second stage, which is called wealth. This is the stage where you obviously build wealth to the point, you're happy and stable. And the question is, when you get to that point, are you truly happy? If you're truly happy and satisfied and don't have a, you know, question in the world about anything else important, you could stay at the wealth stage and have a perfectly happy life. But if you feel like there's more and I'm wealthy or I have all I need and money, I need something more. What else is there? Well, that next stage is power. So you want to, in this stage, have some sort of power. I'm not talking about president or being CEO of a company, but actually having true power over something. And I'm assuming that could even be power over an addiction or something like that, or power over your children. I don't really know, but you want to have power over something or power in general. But once you have those basics of food, shelter, and sex, and you have wealth that you're comfortable and you've experienced power, you have power over something. If you're happy and you're satisfied, you could stay there if you want. But if you still feel like there's got to be more, I need more out of life, still have questions, then you would go on to the fourth stage. And the fourth stage is knowledge. And I kind of feel like I'm in that stage in a way because all I want to do is learn, learn, learn as much as I can to try to figure it all out. So if power is not enough for you and you still want more, you're in a knowledge stage. where you obviously learn and understand things and figure things out. But you still get to a point where it's got to be more. I don't get it. Why am I here? Why is this world here? What the hell is going on? I've done all this research and reading, and I'm spinning, and I need to know more. Well, then you enter into the next phase where you're at the border, at the barrier, I should say, and you're ready to cross the barrier into your first world. So those are interesting steps because in any one of those levels, you could just stay there and be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. But, if your mind keeps leading you further in and gets to the point where there's not enough knowledge to give you the answers you need and to make you satisfied, that's the point where you need to learn the Kabbalah. That's where it will help you go up that tree, convert your desires and materialistic things into wanting to give to a more spiritual level. And I think that's a really interesting concept. So those are the, I guess, pre-stages to get to the barrier to enter the tree of life for us people, us mere mortals. So if you head over to MikeGuarneri.com, you could sign up for my email list. If you've already done so, thank you. By registering or signing up for my email list, you'll be kept up to date on all the important goings on and the surprises I have coming up in the next month or so. You don't want to miss them. Really cool stuff. So until next time, stay well.